Well, what's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, and we are in Warframe. We are talking DEX FURIS, and we are talking the build. So, I'm going to bring the build out to you here in a second. Let's just go through. This is a 3 Forma build. It took me 3 Forma to get through it to build it the way that I really wanted to make it powerful. So, hopefully you enjoy that if you want to get that far into it. It is a 3 Forma build. If not, you can just take a look at how I have it set up. You don't have to max every card out. I ended up maxing all my cards out to get to this build to where I was very happy with it. So with that said, now this was a limited edition weapon. It was available for 1 week up until April the 2nd. It is now not available anymore, so if you were on PC and you didn't get it, you're not going to get it. It was just a 1-year anniversary weapon. PlayStation 4, I believe you guys get it in the next update as of this video. I don't think you had it at the same time as we did, but you may have. But regardless, let's talk about this weapon and how I have it set up. So we've got our basic stats here. Impact 2, puncture was 10, slash was 2. The accuracy is low, 8.7, which is not horrible on a pistol. The fire rate is 20. The critical is 2 times 7.5%, so not really a lot there. Status chance is only 5%, not much there. Magazine capacity is a nice 100 in the clip. And the reload is a 2.0, so it's not horrible on the reload. Sometimes it becomes a pain, but not horrible. So where did I end up with this in my 3 Forma? This is where I've got all my stats. So I've got a 21 impact, big upgrade. A 100 puncture, big upgrade. A 21 slash, big upgrade. And a viral now as my elemental at 216, which is a nice setup. The accuracy is still the same at 8.7. I brought my fire rate up to 32, so it's a little faster. Critical stayed the same. Status chance went up to 14.3. Magazine capacity stayed the same at 100. Reload still the same. So, I personally have found the best way to do this with my setup is to burst shot it, as you see, instead of full out run and gun. You can run and gun sometimes on the really high enemies. You're going to need to push it and hold that clip down, but for the most part, you don't have to. Let the viral do its job. Let your sentinel do its job. As well. In my case, with this weapon, I'm going to have the carrier with my stinger set up for my rifle, and my stinger has a viral and radiation on it. So it always helps me out with that. And the reason I'm doing the carrier instead of my Dijing is because I need to make sure that I am picking up every piece of ammo that's out there to keep myself running. So, let's see, how did we get this? So, first things first, okay, let's start off. We know we need an ammo mutation mod, so we go ahead and put an ammo mutation mod in there. Maxed out ammo mutation mod. Next to that, what I want to do is I want to make sure I optimize as much capacity as I can. So I am actually using a trick mag in this. So I'm maximizing my ammo to a 399 in the clip from a 210 that was originally in the clip. I believe it was 210 in the clip originally, but yes. So I'm maximizing my ammo to a 399 capacity with the mutation mods. That makes this thing pretty good. You're going to end up running out of ammo if you're running a Void 3 at some point, so just keep that in mind. I've run out of ammo a couple times when I'm doing these, but for the most part you're pretty good with that as it is set up that way. So let's get right into it otherwise then. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a maxed out Hornet Strike. We won't talk about what this costed me to make a maxed Hornet Strike. It was insane. But I've finally got a max Hornet Strike, 220% additional bonus damage on the base damage, which is how we can bring it up so high. Right next to that, I'm also going to have a barrel diffusion, so the 120% multi-shot, so I'm guaranteeing a second shot every time I shoot, plus a little extra. Both of those are in forward slots. Next to that, I'm going to have a lethal torrent, which is maxed out, so an extra 60% multi-shot, so we're bringing it up to 180% multi-shot, so nearly 3 shots every time I shoot. And now you can kind of quickly see how that damage number, while it may not seem a lot, if you take in 3 shots every time, well, let's say we're taking 3 shots each time, that's going to be 63 damage on impact, 300 damage on puncture, and another 63 damage on slash, if you're considering 3 shots going out at once on all 3 hitting the same target, okay? And then, of course, we're bringing up the fire rate by 60%, so it fires a little bit faster. And that's a nice thing. It's never a bad thing to have that. So that's That's how we have our damage in there. That's how we increase our damage numbers, and of course our fire rate. Status chance goes up based off of your damage, so we brought that up a little bit higher, of course. Now, elemental wise, what I did was I ended up putting a pathogen rounds, max pathogen rounds, so 90% extra poison damage into the dash slot that's there, because it's the highest max card. And then next to it, I ended up putting in a deep freeze mod to go along with that as well. So that's another 60% freeze damage, and that's going to combine to get my elemental, my viral elemental. Like I said, once you shoot the enemies, you give them a couple burst shots, let the viral do its thing, and they're dead before no time. So that's how we did that. Now, this is a good build, but it's still lacking because, I mean, you're not getting that much damage in there per se, especially when you're talking higher level enemies. Low level levels, yeah, you can just go through them like they're nothing. Higher levels, you need something else, just a little extra to make sure that you're able to get that damage in there. So what I've done is I've added a seeker mod. Okay, it's I put it in a forward slot, 1.1% puncture or punch through. So now I've got the punch through I need to take the damage and make the damage significant all around for all the enemies. You're still going to want to carry other weapons with you. Definitely carry a nice melee weapon along with you to make it good. But that's how I've set up this build, and I'm very comfortable with it, and I will run it a little bit longer here so that way you guys can see it in future videos. Let me throw this up on the screen, the final build as I have it set up with my slots, and you know, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know. Please do hit that like button, comments, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll catch you later. See ya.